Why am I so awkward? Say hi. Say hi. Hello. Oh, you're so heavy. Oh, okay. If I look like I just woke up, it's because I did. If you're watching this at like 2, which you probably won't because right now it's 2 o'clock. You're probably wondering why it's 2 o'clock. Well, that's because I woke up at 2 o'clock. Kind of. Yeah.
Hey guys! So, this is gonna be my support letter / video because I'm gonna be going on missions in less than a month. So, I'm gonna be covering the who, what, when, where, and why aspect of this trip. But I'm gonna kind of mix it up and not do it in that order, but I'm gonna do where, what, when, why, and who, because I think it'll just be a better flow of information. First, where am I going? I'm going to Tanzania, Africa, specifically Morogoro Bible College. Okay, so what am I going to be doing? It's not just going to be me, but it's going to be a team of 11 from our church, Grace Community Chapel. That team of 11 is going to include me, and it's including Pastor Brian Na, who's our pastor at our church site, who's going to be leading our team into Tanzania. So I'm just going to read off like the names of the people on our team. I haven't all written down, but I just don't want to miss anybody. So it's
Chris, me, Unyak, Eunice, James, Joe, Miri, Saha, Sujin, Youngtan, and our pastor.
There's a lot of, I guess, what's to this trip. There's a lot of purpose. There's a lot of reasons why we're going. One of the main reasons is to encourage the missionaries that are already there. So, you know, we're going for like a short amount of time. We're just temporary missionaries, you know, going to Africa. But there are people there that have committed like many years or like their whole lives to doing mission work. We want to, you know, ignite that fire again for them, and yeah, just encourage them in whatever way we can and support them physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, etc. So second thing is we're going to be serving a whole bunch of kids. That is going to be like the largest group that they've ever had. It's approximately 500 kids. We're going to be doing like a lot of things. VBS, we're going to be doing a lot of like crafts and activities to, you know, like build relationship with these kids. We're going to be like teaching them and we're going to be teaching them about the gospel, and that's like our main purpose. So when are we going? We're going June 4th and we're coming back June 16th. So it's a total of 12 days. So the why am I personally going? I've been a Christian all my life. I grew up in a Christian family. I've always had a desire to go overseas. Not that, you know, location matters, because, you know, wherever the gospel needs to be preached. Yeah, location doesn't matter, and, you know, missions is a daily thing. It's to tell about Jesus to people at our workplaces, at our homes, within our friend groups, all these kinds of things. It's different from staying in the US because even though, yeah, there are many people to be reached in the US, we have more resources than other countries. So there are more ways for people to hear about the gospel. There are more people that know about the gospel that can go out and reach those people within like the States. But, you know, there are countries like Africa, you know, where there aren't as many resources as we do in the US. And so it wouldn't be fair that these people aren't hearing about the good news because they just don't have the resources, or they don't know people that have the resources, or they don't know people that know God, just because of their location, just because of where they are. I didn't have this strong conviction or this conviction from the Lord to go specifically to Tanzania. But I sent in an application for this mission site kind of on a whim. It's not that I did it just carelessly or like I just didn't care or whatever. It's just, I think I knew I needed to go, but I guess I felt like I didn't have a personal reason to go, but I didn't want that to stop me. Regardless of whether or not I have a personal conviction, the main reason why I or anyone else should go is because it's a privilege to be able to serve in that capacity, to be able to go and spread the good news, to spread the gospel, to spread of what God has done. Like this leads me into like my who. You know, people need to know about Jesus. People need to know about what Jesus has done for them on the cross and for their sins. It's really understanding that God's work is being done right now, and it's a matter of, do you want to be a part of it or not? And I think me applying, I think that was God showing his goodness and kindness to me by giving me an opportunity and even giving myself that little bit of drive to even just apply. That's God's kindness. Like he wants us to be a part of it, even though he could literally get it all done by himself, but he wants us to witness all of his great works and all of his glory all over the world. There are two main ways that you guys, all of you guys, can support me, and all of you guys can come with me on this journey. So one of the main ways is through prayer. That's number one. So there are 3 main prayer requests. The first thing is for Tanzania itself, that even before we go, that God is continuing to work in the kids' lives, to continue to work in the missionaries' lives, for God to be exalted all over Tanzania. The second thing would be for our team. Please pray that we will grow more intimate as a team, because we may all be different. We may all have different interests, have different personalities. Who knows, we may have like clashing personalities when we're at the mission site, but you know, our common ground is Jesus. Our common ground is to spread the gospel and to let Jesus' name be known. Please pray that even before going, that we would be rooted in the word and in prayer, so that we could stand up against spiritual warfare and, you know, be as ready as we could be. Lastly, it would be to pray for me, pray for my spirituality, because I think I've been going through a difficult and dry season in my life as well, spiritually mainly. One of the main ways that you guys could pray for me is just to pray that I would make God a priority over all of my life, just completely, and to know that, yeah, like his love is all that I need. So the second way that you guys can support me, if you guys want to, is financially. We have to raise $1,873.11, and that's including the flight, the room, board, etc. for our stay there. So there will be multiple ways that you guys can support me financially, and yeah, please don't feel any obligation to support me, but if you guys do have the conviction, or yeah, even the slightest conviction to support me financially, I would appreciate it so much, any amount. But yeah, if you guys can't, that's completely fine. just pray for us. So for those that do want to support me financially and support me $30 or more, I'm going to be making those people homemade bubble tea. So yeah. So the last thing that you guys can do is leave your email in the comments if you guys want to get more information about how to support me financially, and any other details. And that will also be for you guys to be updated with our team meetings, being updated with like my own personal life, and also being updated with my finances. So yeah, okay, thanks, bye guys.